Here we go.
You're tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers! It's me, Kylie Hodges. I'm your host here with a very special edition of AfterBuzz TV's Spotlight On. I'm very excited today to bring to you a very funny man, comedian, writer, actor. You've probably seen him on YouTube, Reno 911, or even late night TV. I am with the one and only Kyle Dunnigan. Hi, Kyle.
Kylie, thanks for having me.
Kyle, pleasure having you here.
Kyle and Kylie Hodges.
Hodges, that's right.
Yeah.
Dunnigan.
Yes.
Kyle Dunnigan.
I got Kyle Dunnigan in school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't do great.
Really?
Do well.
You were giving it to them.
I wasn't
Were you teased?
stupid, but not by one kid called me Kyle Dunnigan, but it was just because I wasn't great at reading. You read out loud sometimes.
Oh my God! And he made fun of you for that? That's
I know.
cool.
I don't know where he is though. I'm sure he feels bad.
Well, he's not in Encino, California.
No.
At Spotlight On, that's for sure.
No. The only
He's
time
probably watching this and crying.
The odds of him watching this are so low.
What if he was your number one fan now, though? How crazy would that be?
I mean, I guess, yeah, maybe he Googled something.
Felt bad about
I'll
bullying
tell you
you.
when I felt really, he didn't even really bother me. When I really felt dumb was I had to do this kid Jimmy Lamson in like elementary school did this puzzle, and it was like the cow jumps over the moon and the spoon. You know that saying?
Yeah.
I never heard it.
Okay.
So then, like, he did this puzzle really fast, and I was like, all right, why would a moon be after a spoon? And I'm trying to intellectually figure out why. And I started crying. But that's a long time. That's elementary school. Oh. Things like that.
Is that what spiraled you into the black hole of becoming a comedian?
Yes.
That's where it all stems back from.
Although I will say I don't have a tragic story.
Oh, that's good, though.
Yeah, I actually was pretty well taken care of.
That's wonderful.
But I have no drive. So there's the
Everything's just fallen in your lap?
Yeah, like a lot of times, like, I don't even feel like going on stage or, you know.
I feel like that's normal, though.
I think it is normal, but it's not great career plan.
Sure.
I mean, the people who, like, are driven
right.
to get up. I feel like I'm talking a lot already.
No, I want you to give me more.
Okay.
Give me more. Who are these people?
I just feel like if you really need like a lot of attention, like that's great for stand-up.
Yeah.
Because you got to go to these, you know, open mic things. Even when you're successful and you can do clubs, you want to sneakily, you know, get up like every night and try new stuff, and that takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And there's such good TV on, as you know, at this channel on AfterBuzz. My TiVo is filled.
What are your favorite shows? What are you watching right now?
I mean, if you saw my TiVo, it's embarrassing.
Now I need to know. Are you watching The Bachelorette?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Caitlyn was picked as The Bachelorette, right? Oh, did I give it away? Are you caught up?
I am caught up.
Okay.
Yeah. Are they caught up? This isn't live.
It is live.
It's already been out.
Surprise,
right.
This is live.
But some people didn't.
I mean, it aired, so I don't feel bad about the world. I would just feel bad if I spoiled it for you.
Yeah, no, I actually knew way beforehand.
You have an in with the show?
Yeah, well, Amy Schumer did like episode, and I just went down the taping, and so I knew.
Oh my God.
Kept it a secret.
Would you ever try to be on The Bachelorette? Like if you had the opportunity?
I don't think they'd pick me.
Why not? They love, like, I feel like they're always trying to pick very broad ends of the spectrum. It's for good TV, you know? They don't care about people falling in love.
I couldn't do it. Do it. Yeah. I love watching shows like that because I have a lot of reality TV on my, because people really behave in such an amazing way and love and like falling in love so quick.
You're right. They propose after like 6 weeks.
It's insane. It's a crazy. I mean, just you probably spent like 8 hours alone total with that guy before you like said I'll marry you, and in no stress, just helicopters and vacation. Like vacation.
Yeah.
You can love anybody on vacation.
Yeah. I feel like the minute they move in together and, the girl realizes that he spits toothpaste all over the mirror, that's when it's donezo.
They should keep that show going.
They should.
Like,
absolutely.
It's The Bachelor and then they're in love, and then just, like, go back to his apartment or farm.
Oh, so you weren't a fan of Farmer Chris?
I just can't imagine those girls, like, wanting to live on a farm. It seems very boring. Would you want to live on a farm?
Well, I'm from Wisconsin, and I didn't grow up on a farm. I would kill myself if I had to live on a farm. Yeah. But my grandparents had farms, so it was like, ugh, Easter Sunday on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
I was used to it.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it is. I've never lived on a farm. But
we're spoiled here in LA.
Yeah. I feel like I'd want to go to the movies and not have to drive like an hour. Then after you're in the apartment with them and you just, stress. They should put them under stress tests.
Yeah, it sounds like Big Brother. It sounds like they should go from being on The Bachelorette, waterfalls every day and on top of a mountain saying I love you, to just you and your new fiance in the house with cameras everywhere, Big Brother style.
Off your idea. I'm not saying this, but check this out.
Sure.
They just do a Bachelor. They don't tell them ahead of time, but like you get helicoptered to like an island, whatever, and then they just leave you.
So it's like Survivor.
It turns into like you have to live, and then like they're going to the bathroom in front of each other, and they have to like build the tree fort and fight over that.
Have you seen Naked and Afraid?
Yeah, it's TV.
That's like that, but those are strangers.
Yes.
So now this is a brand new couple.
Yeah.
Naked all alone on an island.
Yeah.
Ugh. I would watch that. I'm just putting myself in their shoes. That sounds horrible.
But like next week, Caitlin and Roger have no idea they're going to be abandoned by the whole show. And then it's just hidden cameras. And
will Chris Harrison make an appearance in his suit?
Yeah, he's there the whole time, and that's it. Maybe this is a terrible idea.
No, that's a great idea. And if somebody's watching, they're definitely stealing our idea, and it's probably already getting pitched to ABC as we speak.
Yeah, we find out in the tabloids, oh, that didn't work out. But then you're like, well, what happened? I want to see like the fights.
Yeah, that's where the good TV is.
Yeah, I don't think it's healthy, to be honest. I think the fact that I want to see...
No, it's never healthy. Wait, you mean it's not healthy for us to want to see it or to be participating in that?
Yeah, all of it.
Okay. Well...
Like, I feel like when I'm watching it, if I check in, I actually don't feel great.
Really? Well, I mean, reality TV is like a spectator sport. It's kind of like watching, like... I feel that way when I watch people fight, like at boxing.
Yes.
It's like, why are you beating each other up?
Yeah. You
that
feel
hurts.
Like stressed after you watch, like, Ultimate Fighting.
Is that also in your TiVo?
It's not TiVo, but like
Is TiVo still around?
I don't think so.
It's just an expression now. DVR.
Yeah, it's like a tissue.
Yeah.
What is a tissue really called?
A tissue. Kleenex is the brand.
Oh, I got it messed up.
I was on
you're with
your
me.
thought train.
Thanks for not calling me on it.
It's fine. I'm yes-anding you.
Vaseline's another.
Oh,
Petroleum
right.
jelly is what it really is.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm learning a lot here.
That's why I'm here, is for educational reasons.
I learned more about you. That clock is wrong. I'd say that was about 5 minutes. I learned more about you in 5 minutes than I have in most interviews I do with people.
Really? Yeah.
And I always like to start my interviews with like a little game where I wrote up 10 questions I was going to ask you really quickly to get to know you.
Yeah.
I can still ask them to you if you want, but
Shoot.
Usually I don't even get that much information out of people.
You want to do 5? Is it too much time?
No, these will be quick. They're like one-word answers. You want to try it?
Okay, and I'm not supposed to think. I'm supposed to
just
whatever's
like
on the top of my head.
Yes.
Okay.
Favorite beverage, period.
Oh.
This is hard.
Favorite beverage.
Are you like a coffee drinker? Are you an alcoholic? Like, what's your thing?
Not a drinker. Is it like I can only have this one, or it's like a treat? Because
just your favorite, the one you love drinking the most.
Vanilla latte soy from Starbucks.
Wow.
I mean, like Classic.
Vanilla latte, soy with soy milk. You do like the super iced, yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I travel, I'm driving. I have to burp.
Do you want me to talk really quickly
yours?
while you? What's my favorite drink?
Yeah.
This is gonna make me sound horrible. Water. I
thought of saying water.
I don't drink. I maybe will get an Oprah chai latte if I'm feeling frisky at Starbucks.
Chai latte. What is that?
Yeah, Oprah charges you $20 because most of the money goes towards like somewhere in Africa, and then you get tea and there's like a little milk in it, but it's kind of like a cinnamony tea. It's very good, and I feel good because I feel like somebody is getting a pair of shoes somewhere when I buy the tea.
That's
maybe
nice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what Starbucks says. Oprah's donating it, but
I know, you never know.
yeah, you really don't.
I once sponsored a child, and they sent me pictures of her, and they'd sent me like something she made, but it looked like manufactured. I started getting really suspicious. Like, this isn't
what
a real
was
person.
it?
It was just like this flat thing with like strings, like yarn made like a happy face and stuff. But it looked like ka-ching in a factory. And,
like it was bought at Party City.
Yeah. And she got like big. Like, she was a starving child, and like after 3 years, like, she was obese.
You were paying too much. They were feeding her too much, maybe.
All carbs.
Was there...
I don't know. I don't
your
know if
money
she
was
even
just
real.
loaves of white bread. There was no broccoli being sent to her. This is
something.
awful.
Well,
did you call somebody?
Good.
I mean...
No, I just like bailed on it.
So now she's starving again.
Maybe. She might be dead. But she had those good years.
So you feel guilty when you watch reality TV, but you don't feel guilty that you cut off a starving girl in Africa.
For some reason, I don't. I think I'm telling myself she's not real because, like, it didn't make sense.
You never met. It's very hard to...
It'd be like, Esther enjoys math and sewing with her mother. And there'd be a picture of her. And I'd be like, really?
Yeah, I mean, you could have been getting scammed. Mm-hmm. How much were you paying? Like 25 cents a day?
So much. It was like around that. It
was too much.
I mean, forget about all my quarters were gone.
How were you doing laundry?
I know.
You weren't.
It was a sacrifice. Like, that's...
You're a good person.
You were
doing something good.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on to the next question.
That was not quick. I apologize.
No, this is funny. This is amazing. Yeah. Who's your favorite comedian? You can't say yourself.
I'm going to go with Brian Regan.
Oh, man. I don't know who that is. I was hoping I would know.
He's not well known, but he's got a huge following.
Is he like a podcaster kind of a thing? Oh, Alexis in the booth loves him.
Loved him. He's so good. He's like one of those guys. He's been around forever. He talks about himself. He's kind of self-deprecating, and he's just really funny. I mean,
that's fun.
He's clean, and I don't know. He really makes me laugh.
I like that. Self-deprecating. I feel like everyone can enjoy someone who hates themselves.
Well, yeah, it's also like there's no real victim. You know the person's all right if they're talking about themselves being whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of comedians do that, though.
I don't love bully comedy.
No?
Yeah.
I mean, that probably also makes you feel bad when you watch it.
Yeah. It's like we've mentioned, I'm a good person who gives
25 cents a day.
Children until they gain too much weight.
What's one thing you would take with you on a desert island?
I think that coffee. No. I would take... I mean, it can't be a helicopter, obviously.
I didn't say it couldn't be, so that's the smartest.
Get off.
Yeah, enough gas to get you to a first world country. Yeah, Starbucks.
Yeah.
That's smart. I don't think anybody's ever given that answer before.
Helicopter instructions.
You only get one thing. It's either the instructions or the helicopter.
I feel like I figure it out.
Yeah, you seem like a smart guy.
Yeah.
As long as there's pictures on the buttons and not words, because reading isn't your strength.
Right. Yeah.
What is the best fan interaction you've ever had?
Nothing like pops in my head. People give me nice things. Like, people make things for me, and it's so nice.
Really?
Someone made a big sparkle poster that said Kyle Dunnigan's made of muffins. And then, like, little dolls. Someone made a doll of, like, a character I did and stuff.
Where does that stuff go? Do you have that, like, a little
and paintings, too. Oh. Like, yeah, I have, like, 4 paintings that people made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is your apartment just decked out?
I don't hang anything. It's not like I don't... I like the paintings, but I just don't hang My place looks like I just moved in. I bought it 8 years ago. 7 years ago. I don't know why.
You like that? It's like people like the new car smell. You just like the fresh
more
walls.
New now. Yeah.
It's keeping its value.
Super new.
You're not going to have to repaint the walls if you ever move out.
Yeah.
Good for you. What's your favorite movie?
Spinal Tap?
Really? That's a good one.
Spinal Tap, I'll say.
That's a good one. Favorite place to perform stand-up?
Ooh. Carnegie Hall.
You've done that?
Yeah, I opened for somebody, but yeah. It's
That's
amazing.
awesome, though. That's incredible. Mazel tov.
It's the most amazing place. Like, you look up and people are there. Like, that's how high up it goes.
Yeah. Who are you opening for?
Amy Schumer.
Nice. Was this recently?
Like a year and a half ago.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think if you were at Carnegie Hall, I would never tell people I opened for somebody. I'd be like, I headlined Carnegie Hall for a month straight.
You could just, yeah.
I would not have known the difference.
It's, I shouldn't have.
It's okay, we're working things out.
You can edit that out.
Yeah, well, this is live streaming, but it's fine. We'll fix it in post later. What's your favorite food?
Cream of chicken with broccoli soup from the Sherwood Diner in Westport, Connecticut, but I can't eat it.
Why?
I found out a year ago I have celiac.
Oh, no. You are the 1%.
I have a real thing.
You actually are gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
Unlike most of Los Angeles.
Yes, and so you feel like a jerk, but I'd be very clear with waiters.
Yeah.
But I think you're being like gluten. But it's an autoimmune response, so it's really important to not have wheat.
Yeah, that screws you up.
And which takes in nutrients, and then you stop taking nutrients, and then you die early.
Oh my God!
So you can't have the soup.
Is this a recent diagnosis?
A year ago. Yeah.
Oh. So you went to Carnegie Hall, and then you became a celiac.
Yeah, I've had it all my life, and I just found out.
Wow.
So
it sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That you were very specific, very quickly with that answer, though. So someone has asked you that before, haven't they?
I think about it a lot.
You miss it?
Yeah, I think about it every day.
Wow. It's the first thing on your mind as you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning.
About
yeah.
It. Yeah.
Well, someday, let's hope they find a cure and you can have that soup again.
Oh my God. I hope someone is working on that. See, it's not like a high level, like people aren't really dying and it's not like terrible, but it's...
Plus, I feel like a lot of companies now are making money off of like making a new product that's gluten-free. So you're right. Probably nobody is working on a cure for that.
But then they go, well, if it's not gluten-free, it's got corn or rice in it, which I'm not supposed to have either of those either.
Oh, no.
Or dairy.
They're doing it all wrong.
I don't...
So are you vegan?
No, it's just like it's all part of the thing. They did like a... what do you call it? Like a... I don't know, because I'm going to study where they're like, they couldn't figure out why celiacs weren't getting better. 90-something% were off wheat and still were like sick, and it's because they figured out that the corn and rice and milk proteins are too similar, and your body goes into the autoimmune response because it's so similar. This is what we wanted to talk about today. You know a lot about a lot of random stuff. Mm-hmm. So keep the information coming. You just educated. I'm going to say 1 million people are watching right now. You just educated 1 million people. Oh my God, you are welcome.
To the 1 million people listening, please hit subscribe and thumbs up on the video.
Even if like 1% hits subscribe, that's still 1,000 people?
Yeah. You're probably better at math than me. I'm pretty bad at it.
10,000, 1 million. All right.
I'm going to change pace before we look dumb and say, what is the first car you owned?
Ooh, my parents got me this piece of crap. I don't even know what it was. I don't even know the name of it. But it was a piece of crap. It was really bad. And my sister and brother got new cars, and so I was expecting it. This was a brat.
That's not fair, though.
But it's still bratty because they gave me a car. But I was in my head.
Yeah, but it wasn't new.
Yeah. I wasn't like, oh, but in my head I was like, oh man, this is like really beat up.
Yeah. I would have been pissed too. I mean,
when you're a kid, you kind of.
It's fair. You got to be consistent with kids.
Yeah.
Are you like the disgruntled younger brother now? Do you feel like you got the shit end of the stick overall as the child?
No, I got the most attention put on me, which was not really healthy attention though entirely. You know, because I was like the last one, so it was like, you know.
He's still here.
Yeah. Like, my mother carpeted the whole house, brand new carpeting, and she left the carpet in my bedroom, the old shag 70s carpet.
Did you like it?
No, it is terrible and old, but like, it is hard to let go of, like, that kind of thing. That's my psychoanalysis, anyway.
Do you prefer West LA or East LA?
West.
Yeah?
I like the
Are you
beach.
West Sider?
Yeah.
You live on the West Side?
No.
You're a Valley guy?
I live in Studio City.
Yeah.
Like
Studio City's
hill.
great, though.
Yeah. I feel like like, it's, you know, convenient.
It is.
But I love the beach. I used to live in Venice. And I almost bought property.
In Venice?
Yeah, this is back in 2001, and it was like half a block from the beach. You could see the ocean. It was 2-bedroom, 2-level, and it was $286,000. And I was like, ma'am,
You should have done
that is way too much money. Good day. It sounded like a lot.
Oh,
at the time.
no. What a mistake. Yeah,
didn't
of
know
course it
about-
sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Now
I didn't
it's
know
like
about
$2
mortgages
million.
back then.
Yeah, you apparently not.
No one told me about mortgages.
Your parents weren't paying attention to the right things. That's when they would
Right.
just should have stepped in and said, "No, you need to purchase this. You
Yeah.
will be a gajillionaire
Right.
later on."
I thought I had to give them all that money in like a check.
All up front. In 2001, though, the housing market was like still really like on the up, right? It didn't crash yet, did it?
No, but it hadn't gone way up yet.
Oh,
especially
okay.
Venice was low. Wow. It was kind of trashy. And scary.
Oh, sure,
Venice.
sure.
Yeah.
It's still.
Where do you
a
live?
Little.
Area.
West Hollywood.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's I just see a lot of other girls my age wearing yoga pants, walking around with their
Lot of
little
yoga.
the little dogs. I don't have
Yeah.
a dog, but I like to look at other people's.
You do yoga?
I do yoga. I'm like your classic transplant in LA. Started dyeing my hair blonde. I go to yoga.
Meditating?
I lost my accent. I've tried meditating, but I am way too impatient.
What's your accent? Like, what did you
I'm a
what was it?
Midwesterner. I'm from Wisconsin.
Oh, you talk like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, I'm from LA now.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is how we talk. Where are you from?
Connecticut originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where the Shorewood, the diner with
yeah.
the chicken and soup.
With the chicken and the soup.
I need to go there.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
It's the best.
All right, last question. What age were you when you decided to pursue comedy?
There was no moment where I was like, this is my thing. I want to do this. When I was younger, people would tell me I should do that, but I didn't really, like, it didn't come from me, really, and I was like, okay. And then in high school, they were like, do stand-up at the talent show. And I was like, okay. And then I wrote 20 minutes of stand-up, which
Wow.
you can't do. Like, there's no
Your
one,
first time, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do 20 minutes.
no one. But so then, like, I went up, and the guy before me got suspended because he grabbed his crotch, and then in the middle of my act, the hostess came up and she goes, "Mr. Ho's going to suspend you. You can't say penis anymore."
Were you already on stage?
Yeah, it's in the middle of my thing. And the whole crowd was like, stopped and was like, what's going on? Or she didn't say you can't say penis. She said you have to, like, calm, like tone it down or something. And then I was like, I'm not allowed to say penis anymore. And then I made it worse. From
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah, 2
Great.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chump change.
But then I didn't do it again for like 5 years. I was doing sketch comedy.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, there's no money in this. After 4 years. And then, so I thought I could do stand-up.
But now look at you. You're doing stand-up and you're writing sketch comedy.
It all came
circle.
around. Yeah, I'm surprised that I kept it going this long.
What did you have a backup plan? What were you?
No.
You were just kind of.
I could have
Flying by the seat of your own pants.
easily been just doing something else. I mean, it's just like, I was done actually with this business, and then I had auditioned at this one club in New York to do stand-up, and the guy never saw my tape, and then I was like, okay, I'll do something else. And then the woman called me like 4 months later and goes, he's never looking at that tape. If you want, you can come in tonight. Like, someone dropped out. And if she didn't, like, care or think about it, I would be doing something else probably.
Wow.
Because that was lady. Like, that guy became my manager and then got me into stuff. And then I got, like, stuff through that.
Were you in New York for a lot of your comedy years, or did you quickly move to LA?
I was there for 6 years.
Okay.
And like 2 of it was stand-up.
Okay.
And the first 4 were sketch. I got ripped off, too. I was like paying money to be in a sketch group, but don't do that.
Oh, no. I can't believe there are still people out here who are like paying money to do things that you should be getting paid for. It blows my mind.
I just didn't know.
That's so sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
So sad.
And you also didn't get that house in Venice.
And I could have given all that money to that little girl.
Yeah.
There's a
lot of unfortunate things.
I know.
So, I want you to tell me a little bit about your character, Craig, on YouTube. How did he become a thing?
I have a picture of when I was like 8 years old doing that character. I don't remember not doing it.
Really?
And my mother used to like do characters with me, which I think is really cool, but like it was always just normal. And the name was Toby, though, when I was younger.
Why'd you change the name?
I don't know. I think it sounded too like retarded or something. Is that wrong to say? It sounded like...
I'm just trying to figure out if I know any other Tobys and like what my impression of them are, but I don't think I know a Toby.
I don't think I know any Tobys either. But
Craig does sound a little more...
yeah, I just changed it.
Pedophile-y, a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. But but they would say, like, can Toby not come to this today? Like if there's like some kind of party.
So is it just like, do you not do any other characters? It's always just been you and Toby/Craig?
No, I do other characers, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So it's not like, you're not like, what is it, schizophrenic?
No,
where they have just other personalities?
And I haven't done that character in like a year.
Yeah.
I haven't made any.
Do you miss him?
No, I don't really think about it like that. I don't really miss him.
What are you putting your focus on right now? It seems like you're pretty busy with a lot of TV.
Yeah, I did finished the Amy Schumer writing thing, and now I'm doing stand-up, like a little tour, and I do Howard Stern stuff here and there, and I have a podcast.
Yeah, tell me about that. So did you create it with Tig, or did she bring you on?
Earwolf went to her and said, do you want to do something? And then she asked me, so she like brought me into it.
Happily ever after, now here you are.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Professor Blastoff. How would you describe it to somebody who's never listened to it?
It's just like 3 friends who are talking about big question stuff usually, and we have an expert who hopefully people learn something, and then we're like the class clowns. It's kind of like watching a classroom where there's a lot of disruption. Mm-hmm.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
That's the stuff people would rather be listening to in class.
Yeah. But when it gets interesting, then we like calm down. You know, something.
Someone puts the kibosh on the
some people
goofing around.
Yeah.
So, podcasting, you're writing with Amy Schumer. Tell me about how you got brought onto that show. Is there any interesting story, or was it just Amy called you and was like, hey?
She just called me, yeah.
How did you meet her?
I met her, oh my God, the first time I met her, she opened for me at a college.
Really?
Yeah, Bryn Mawr, and she tells me I blew her off really hard. I remember her, yeah, I remember actually the show, and it was like we both walked people. Like, it was like terrible.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and then she wanted to hang out after, and I was like, nah.
She wasn't cute enough? Why didn't you want to hang out with her? It wasn't that. Like, I had to get up in the morning, and she was like with a guy. Like, she's like a boyfriend or something. She just wanted to hang out, fun. Right.
And nothing wrong with that, but I had to get up at like 4 in the morning. Like, I fly in and fly out. Yeah, I didn't know her. But
now look at you guys.
She hasn't forgotten about that. It brings it up a lot.
Does that story have anything to do with your salary on her show? Like, do you think it could have been higher?
I absolutely think it's a direct proportion. I think you're right.
Can you kind of explain the dynamic of the writer's room on Inside Amy Schumer?
It's so It's so great because one, like, Jessie Klein's the head writer, and she's just very, it's a chill person and like funny and fun. And so, and Amy is very, you know, I don't want to, you know, get up too early, so we'll go in like noon or 1 p.m., which is amazing for me.
The best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. And the writer, everyone's just really, there's no big egos. People share ideas, and no one feels, you know, there's no fighting. There's not like hard work. Like, we're kind of laughing. If something is work, we just kind of drop it. So I've been like, I've written on shows before, but I was on like, but I wasn't like ever in a writer's room, you know.
It's pretty cool.
And yeah, I think I got really lucky with this one.
Were you writing on Reno 911, or were you just on camera?
It's more just like improv. It's very improv.
Really?
Yeah. I had like a couple of ideas or whatever here and there, but like one time I just sat down, they're like, it's your birthday, they're bringing a cake. And they were like, 5, 4. And I was like, oh, okay. And then...
That's great. That was primarily improv, the whole show?
Yeah. They'll be like, have what they want to do in that scene happen. You know, it'll be like, this has to happen in the scene, but it's not like lines at all.
So it's all organic. That's great.
Yeah, I did a sketch show in like 2003, 2002. And that was like, that writing was like harder. You know, felt like.
Why was it harder?
I didn't really get into the writer's room too much, but it just felt like more stress and more pressure or something.
It was because you had to be there before noon. Too.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Then, yeah. And they'll be like, with the Schumer thing, they'll be like, all right, go home and, you know, write up that sketch idea you came up with and, you know, hand it in a couple days.
Just come back at some point before the show has to air.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Sounds great. Yeah. I need to get it on this show.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me a little bit about Trainwreck. Working on a Judd Apatow film.
Yeah.
How was that?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And I hung out there a lot. Like, I was doing some like little behind the scenes video stuff or whatever. Nothing much at all. Like, I didn't do really any work, but I was able to hang out and like watch people work.
So you were like a spectator, and then they're like, we'll throw his name in the credits. He's a nice guy.
I had a part, you know, that I did, but that was just a couple of days. Or maybe it just was one day. Sure. It's been cut down to one line.
Oh.
I saw the movie. It's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were at South by Southwest with it, right? Or
No.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But, yeah, and this girl that I was with was really funny. But, like, you have to cut. If it doesn't fit the story, it's like... If a movie goes on a tangent, it's even though it's funny, it bothers the audience. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
How does it feel to see yourself and you know that you put so much more time into a film and then you see that you get cut out of it?
I was prepared because I knew like what like how it kind of changed and how it wasn't really totally fitting with the plot line. So I was kind of prepared, and I knew how much they were shooting, that a lot would have to be cut out. And yeah, it didn't really hit me as like a bad thing, or like, you know, I think they did a really good job editing and stuff.
Yeah, you take away personal growth from it.
I never thought I was going to get like famous from this movie. I never was like, this is my big break. What happened?
You just need to start being really close with Judd Apatow.
Yes.
So you got your foot in the door.
Well, yeah, he opened for me too, though, and
did he?
I blew him off. Really bad. No, he didn't.
Oh, that would have been the best thing if it's like you have a reputation of blowing off your openers and then they blow up.
Yeah.
You're like, you ever heard of those Key and Peele guys? Yeah, I hated them 10 years ago too.
Didn't want to hang out with them.
All right. Unfortunately, we have to go. I could chat with you all day. You are delightful.
Like thank you too. I feel like I talked a lot.
We've really that's the point of a podcast.
Yeah,
as mostly talking. Before we go though, you have a tour coming up.
Oh yeah, please come out.
What's it called?
Kyle Dunnigan tour.
Are you supposed to name your tour?
The Jamboree Blowout Fest. So come to the Jamboree Blowout Fest, because I'm now like, I have to sell tickets. Like people do like comedy, like like at Yuck Yucks or the Chuckle Nugget or the Banana Factory, you don't have to sell tickets.
Well, but isn't like when you're an early comic, you have to do bringer shows where they're like, hey, you can do this show, but you need to sell 10 tickets.
That's something. With like, but this like I like renting out little theaters and stuff. That if I don't sell the tickets, I like would fly out to Wisconsin and make no money.
You'd owe them money.
I would owe them money.
Oh no!
No, actually, it would be a wash. It'd be all right.
Oh,
but
well,
so come on out. Yeah,
you're gonna be in the Midwest the second week of June, which is probably the best time of year of all year to be out there.
Yes.
I'm from Wisconsin, and I can attest to that. You're going to be in my hometown. So June 10th, you're going to be in Minneapolis. June 11th, Milwaukee. June 12th, Madison, my hometown. Oh. June 13th, Chicago, and June 14th, St. Louis.
Yeah.
You are going to... Did you say you don't drink alcohol?
I don't really. Every now and then, but I don't.
You might want to start, because that's what most people do in the Midwest.
Oh,
and it's going to
really?
be very cheap. A lot of good beer. A lot of nice people.
Yeah. Your family going to maybe come?
I'll give them a call, see what I can do. You know, it seems like you need to get some tickets.
I don't have any free tickets for you.
Oh, that's okay.
I have to pay.
Maybe you can just give a shout out to my mom, Alice, in the crowd.
Yeah, I'll bring her on stage.
Oh, she would not want that.
I mean, support a guy who, like, kind of supported a starving girl for a little while.
Yeah. You know, he gave her...
Quarters.
He might have ruined her internal insides with the Wonder Bread he was feeding her.
What if she had celiac?
She probably does.
That's where the bloating comes from.
All right. Where can everybody find you on social media?
KyleDunnigan.com. Great place. You can get tickets for the shows in the Midwest, and then at Kyle Dunnigan.
Wonderful.
Twitter.
Are you not on Instagram?
I am. I think it's Kyle Dunnigan 1.
You obviously Instagram a lot.
I'm pretty sure it's Kyle Dunnigan 1.
Thank you so much for coming in to talk with me today. It was a pleasure.
We're getting play out music.
Yes, we are. This is our way of getting kicked. No, this is perfect. Kyle, thanks for coming in, and you can follow me on Twitter at the Kylie Hodges. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Oh, let me just go.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.